So today I'm going to be making churros. I've never done this before, but I thought this would be an excellent opportunity to learn because Mr. Larkey inspired me. Here are the ingredients. So churros are from Spain and Portugal, and through relocation to fusion, it has become a very popular dessert all over the world. So the main ingredients are flour, oil, sugar, and cinnamon. So cinnamon originally comes from southern Asia. It was one of the first traded spices in the ancient world, and it eventually made its way to Europe. That's the same with sugar. It originally comes from India in the 1st century. It spread to Europe later on and through increased trade, and from there it spread across the world. So the first step is to boil water, combine it also with sugar, which I'm putting in now, the 2 tablespoons or teaspoons of salt, and this is a 1/2 teaspoon, so that's why I'm doing 4 scoops. And then 2 tablespoons of oil, and I only have peanut oil right now, but that's fine. So then you just combine it up, I believe. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix this all up, and then I have to wait for it to come to a boil, and then I will remove it from the heat, but it's not there yet, so. Okay, so it's boiling now. So yeah, I'm gonna remove it from the heat. Okay, so once it's done boiling, you put the flour in, and then just mix it up. There's some stuck. Okay, so now that this is mixed, I'm going to transfer it to a bowl to cool down, and then start boiling the oil to deep fry the churros. Okay, so I have the oil now in the pot, which is going to be used to deep fry the churros, and then over here is the dough, which I transferred into this. And yeah, I just have to wait for that to boil, and then I can do that. Okay, so I have the dough in this, and the dough is really thick, so I don't know how well this is gonna really come out of the bag, but I'll figure it out. And I'm just gonna pipe out the churros first, and then put them in to the oil. Okay, so I am decided to just put put them on this first, and then boil them. But the piping bag broke, so I duct taped it. It was probably not the best idea to do an experimental dessert that I've never made before on a school assignment, but I will figure this out, yeah. So here's exhibit A of how hard this is. It barely comes out, but it's kind of going, and then I can get it on there. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make the dough a little less thick, and I don't know how that's gonna hurt the final product, but I'm just gonna try it. So the tip just broke off of the piping bag because the dough is so thick. So I'm gonna see if I can duct tape this again. I had to call my friend about this. This is my only piping bag because this isn't even mine. So yeah, I will figure out if I can fix this. So seeing if I can get this back in here, and I'm just gonna duct tape it for reinforcement. Now my hand is absolutely disgusting, but it's a learning experience. Okay, so I just added even more water. Water is the base liquid of this, so I think it'll be fine. It's not really going to throw off the whole recipe. But I don't know how thin it has to be to work in the piping bag while still like being churros for the final product. So, oh, that's actually kind of a nice sound. Yeah, I will see. I think this will be a lot better though, and I think it'll still work when it's deep fried. I've also never deep fried anything, so I'm kind of worried about how that's gonna work, but yeah, anyway. A visual, this is what it looks like now. Okay, so duct tape, and it's really saving me today. There's the bag, and I'll just see if I can tape the tip on so it doesn't come off again. Alrighty, this is gonna be pure duct tape by the end of this, I think, but yeah, just how it works, I guess. Alright, so now I'm gonna get some more dough in the bag. Just gonna do a little bit and see how well the smooth thickness works. Seems way better actually. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I'm back here now. Oh yeah, this is working way better. Hopefully it doesn't continue to break the piping bag, but if this works, I will be very, very happy. Okay, so this is the last bit of dough, and then I can actually start making the churros instead of having to hurt my hands a lot and duct tape this thing shut. So, yeah. I did some test runs, and so I think it's good. So, now I'm putting the first few in. I'm gonna put 3 in just to be safe. Okay, so here's them cooking, and then they're supposed to cook till they're golden brown. So yeah, you just gotta wait a few minutes and then they'll be done. These are pretty golden brown, so I'm gonna take them out and then I'll just show them when all of them are cooked. Okay, so I have more cinnamon. Just gonna mix it. There we go, I think that's better. Now, put a churro. There we go. I have towels under the racks because I don't want the oil dripping onto the counter, so yeah, this is working. Okay, so here is the finished product. They have been deep fried and rolled in sugar, and yeah, they're actually really good. This connects to human geography because sugar and cinnamon were brought from South Asia, mainly India, through trade with Europe. And both sugar and cinnamon are specialty crops and cash crops. They are not forms of subsistence agriculture because you cannot live off of it. I mean, maybe you do it for money, but it's not really as used because obviously you can't live off of eating sugar or cinnamon. Churros were brought around the world mainly through relocation to fusion because people moved and brought them and other foods along with them, and now people all over the world eat them and enjoy eating them. So churros are from Spain and Portugal, and they're an easy dessert for people who may not have a lot resources or availability of a lot of variety of different foods. The main ingredients are just, it's literally cinnamon, sugar, flour, salt, and oil. That's it. So it's really easy to come by. I mean, you need a lot of time. Granted, I'm very inexperienced, but this took me over 4 hours to do. Obviously, I can streamline this a bit if I keep practicing, but for the most part, it takes a very long time. But yeah, they aren't hard to, they're hard to make, I guess, but they're not hard to come by for the ingredients. They're not expensive. And it really shows a culture of Spain. Spain has so many different kinds of churros. You can buy them pretty much anywhere. So it just really reflects the cultural side of that, and it's cool now that it's been diffused all around the world. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching.